Okay, we're gonna be creating some clay test tiles that might kind of look like this when you're done. So the first thing, we're gonna be practicing the Sgraffito technique. The first thing that you are going to do is you're going to pick a shape. These are just practice test tiles. You'll be able to use them later on. We can add magnets or pins to them or some other things, or you can poke a hole in them to use them as like an ornament or something too. So you will get a square piece of paper and you need to do your best to use the entire space. So just pick a shape. So just draw your shape and then go ahead, cut it out. Okay, so once that is cut out, you will get your table set up for clay, get your clay tools, your mat on your table, and then I will give you kind of a board that looks like this that we will be storing our test tiles on. I will also give you a piece of clay and you will roll it out in the slab roller. I've already done that to mine. And you'll notice that we have to smooth out these edges, this bumpy texture. So use your clay tools in your box. I'm going to use my smooth rib to smooth all of that out. And I would go ahead and do that on both sides. Okay, so from here, we are ready to start tracing out our shape that we've just made. You need to have at least 5 little test tiles, okay? So just kind of do this like you're kind of making cookies. So I'm gonna start just by tracing around. And then you can cut all the way through. Get rid of that, okay? So here's one, and then you will keep going to create 5 of them. If you have a straight line, you can use that here. If you, instead of like doing the next one right here, do them close together so that you don't have as much clay to waste. If you run out of space, what I would have you do is just ball the clay back up and go re-roll it out on the slab roller, okay? So have a couple of those started there. So one thing that you'll need to do, I'm gonna get this off to the side, is before we can prepare these, you need to smooth out these edges, and you can just do that with your finger. You can use a little bit of slip if you need to. But smooth out these edges, and then the very last thing that you'll do is please just write your first name and just with your carving tool, write your first name and then your last initial on the back. And that is it. You need to have 5 of them before we move to the next step. So after you have your 5, you will put them on your board. I know I don't have my 5 yet. Okay, this one's a little different shape, that's okay. And then I'll give you a Ziploc bag. You will put them in here and you will just store them, close it, and you'll store it in your bin at the end of class.